Leaves, I can't sleep.
It's time to listen to Courtney at last on the Ramblings of an Insomniac podcast.
Hello, welcome to another episode of the Ramblings of an Insomniac. I am Courtney. Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Thank you for joining me. I am so grateful. I'm so blessed. I can't tell you how much it means to me that you guys have decided to come along with me on this crazy journey and stick around. Thank you so much. So, what has been keeping me up? Why am I not sleeping? Let's see. It is day two, January 21st of 2025, and the left is just already starting out with their bullshit, already coming out like yappy little chihuahuas, just until someone just kicks them. It's insane. It's not okay to kick a chihuahua, by the way. I would never, ever actually kick a dog. A human, yes. An animal, no. But they're like this little chihuahua that just comes out barking incessantly and then hiding behind the bigger dog the whole time because they don't actually have any spine or anything. That is what Democrats are. They're still, I shouldn't say already, they're still yapping their gums and starting shit and spreading lies and spreading misinformation. They're still trying to misinform people. They're still hypocrites. They're still trying to divide. Come on. Why? Do you not want our country and you yourself to succeed? Are you so successful and so happy that you don't want any more success? You don't need money. You don't need a better America. You don't need a better America. You've just decided that you're okay. You don't need safety. Again, I said this before. If you are against closing down our borders and deporting all of these illegal immigrants, then you better tear down. If you have a fence, you better tear it down. If you lock your door at night or your windows, you better keep them unlocked at all times. If you have a home, you better be putting a bunch of bunk beds in it and stacking them to the rafters and putting them in every room you have, in your living room, in your kitchen, in your bathroom, in your bedroom. Any room you have, you better be stacking bunk beds to make room for these illegal aliens that you're saying that you're that you're for. You want these illegal aliens to be here. And so I think that you should have them sleep right next to your children. Sleep in the same room as your children. Why not? You're really into it. So have the pedophiles and the rapists sleep in the same room. Just cuddle on up to your children. Democrats don't seem to care about children. They don't seem to like children or people. They're just a bunch of miserable people that are so unhappy with their own lives that they have to make everybody else as miserable as they are. The whole misery loves company thing, that's an extreme left thing. I shouldn't say Democrat thing. It's a crazy Democrat thing. It's a left thing. They don't know how to be happy. They don't know how to be grateful. They don't know how to be thankful. They don't know how to give grace. They don't know how to forgive. They don't know how to do anything but start drama. They're like a bunch of 11-year-olds that sit around, starting gossip, talking crap, and then they go home to their lonely, unhappy lives. It's sad. It's sad that their animals have to listen to it. They shouldn't be dragging around humans or animals into their negative crap. It's insane. It is barely day 2. Barely day 2. And the Democrats have already done enough whining and crying to start a reservoir for California to put out the fires. Just sprinkle the tears of the liberals all over the California fires. It's insane. I'm so sick of it. 8 years. 8 people. 8 years of this constant, incessant whining, constant, incessant bullying, constant threats, constant destruction, constant devastation and division. Stop. Your time is over. Sit down. It's not your show anymore. You're not the star. I know that's a tough pill to swallow when you're not getting attention. I know it's hard for you. It's hard when you don't get the attention that you're so desperately craving. Go cry into your pillow about it. Go talk to your blow-up doll about it. It's insane. I'm so sick of it. And here's the good news. So is most of America. Thank the Lord Almighty, most of America is also just as sick and tired of the left's crying and whining as everybody else. And they keep just trying to claw their way up. And they just keep getting pelted with facts and statistics and facts and statistics. Boom, boom, boom. Just pelted at them. And they always come back with, I don't like it. I'm uncomfortable. Fucking FEMA bitch. Seriously, the FEMA bitch. It's like, well, we've been trained. It's something that we always do. It's something that has been a trend. She actually used the word trend. It's a trend for them to not do their job, to not save lives. It's a trend for them to allow people to die, to allow people to suffer. It's a trend for FEMA to not feed or give aid to those that need it if they are uncomfortable. Because, we want to make sure that they're comfortable while everybody else is suffering. We want to make sure that they're comfortable while everybody else's homes have been destroyed and they are living on the streets in freezing cold weather. We want to make sure they're comfortable, though. We want to make sure that the FEMA people's, feelings aren't hurt while people are freezing to death and don't have food or power or shelter or, hospital care, health, they can't take care of themselves. But as long as you don't feel uncomfortable with something that you disagree with, we wouldn't want you to feel mildly, a little tiny bit uncomfortable with having a different opinion than somebody else. Because, that's more than enough grounds to not say, save someone's life. She compared us to the FEMA chick, I don't know, some big fucking fat lady who probably ate all of the food that she was supposed to give away. She probably ate it all herself because she looks like it. She decided that she couldn't help people. She couldn't be bothered to help people, probably because she couldn't walk around very much either. She's pretty fucking fat. So we have a fat bitch who feels uncomfortable telling us that it's a trend. So it's normal. It's just normal, commonplace for FEMA to not help those that they feel, have a different point of view than they do. So therefore they're uncomfortable. And apparently we're equivalent to a bunch of vicious dogs, like a bunch of rabid animals. So was a gun held to her head? No. Were people throwing things at her? No. Was she being attacked verbally? No. So why did she feel uncomfortable? Oh, because they had a Trump sign. Oh, so signs can hurt you now? Did the sign come up out of the ground and levitate out of the ground and then turn around and the spiky part of the sign, did it like pierce into your face? Did it come at you like a poltergeist kind of thing and hurt you? Did that sign physically harm you? No. Let's face it. You didn't do a lot of walking around. You did a lot of driving. You're probably one of those people that uses the shopping cart, like uses the scooters at grocery stores because you're fat and you can't walk around. So you use a scooter when there's disabled people that need it. There's elderly people that actually need it. Hey, overweight people, obese people, stop fucking using scooters. The whole reason that you need the scooter is because you're not walking. Walk, exercise. Then you don't need that scooter. It's not a disability to be fat. Sorry. It's a choice. It may be really, really difficult for you to lose weight, and I'm very, very sorry for that, but it's not a disability, and it's still a choice. I have things that are really difficult for me as well. Doesn't make it an excuse. I'm sick of it. Again, it is not even a full day, not even the second day. And we have everybody. Rachel Madcow, God, her and Gavin have just punchable faces. Like you just want to throat punch them. How could you walk around with either of them? You could not pay me, literally, you could not pay me millions, millions, plural, of dollars to hang out with those people. Could you imagine Whoopi and Joy and Rachel and Kamala and Nancy all in the same room? That's like Chinese torture. If we ever want to get military secrets from another country, if we ever want information from another country, just have Rachel Maddow or Gavin Newsom or one of these crazy left Democrats talk to whoever the bad guy is, whoever they're trying to get information out of. Just have them listen to The View. Have them watch a couple episodes of The View and listen to Whoopi and Joy. They'll be coughing up military secrets in no time. Please turn it off. I give up. I give up. Please, please, please. Just stop. It's just insane. And now they're sitting here trying to say that Elon was trying to do the Hail Hitler sign. Are you guys obsessed with Hitler? Why are you so obsessed with Hitler? The Dems and the crazy left love themselves some Hitler. They are obsessed with Hitler. They can't stop talking about him. Every time you turn around, they're just looking for Hitler signs, looking for Nazi signs, just looking, just seeking it out like a hound dog. Just sniff, 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 sniffing around like a hound dog. Just, where's the Nazi? They're just looking for signs. Why are they looking for so many things to represent Hitler? Are they projecting? Interesting. I just, How many times can you take things out of context before you get in trouble? I love all these lawsuits. I love it. And I hope to God that Trump and Elon wins every freaking lawsuit. When are the Democrats going to learn? The majority has spoken, and we're telling you to take a seat. Go sit in the corner, suck your thumb, put on your dunce cap, and rock. No one cares. Go sit there and rock in your corner as you smear poop all over the wall like a crazy person and suck your thumb. No one's listening to you. I feel bad for the children of these crazy left people. Now, hopefully they grow up and they realize that there's a thing called a fact. There are these things called facts and statistics. And, plus they have their own vision. They can see what's going on. They have their own ears. They can hear what's going on. And I hope to God they make better choices. I knew it was going to happen, of course. I didn't think that Trump was going to, get in office and all the Democrats were going to finally shut their faces. I knew that wasn't going to happen because they don't know how to close their mouth. They don't know how to listen. They only know how to talk and scream, talk and scream, talk and scream. There's no listening. There's no hearing. There's no comprehending. They just sit there and talk over you. They try to scream louder. No one's listening. Scream all you want. Scream at the top of every rooftop. Everybody get out on their rooftops and just scream. Nobody cares. Clearly, you did not get attention as a child. That's for a psychiatrist and you to talk about. I just, how many times can you call someone a bigot and a racist? 8 years? You're going to go for number 9? Really? You're going to keep going? It's not working out. Oh my God. And now Clapper has become like TikTok. It's a bunch of fucking crazy leftists on there. Bunch of uneducated idiots, yet again, spreading false information. When are you going to learn? When? F around and find out. F around and find out. You can sit there again and be like a little chihuahua, yapping, yapping, yapping. But let the big dogs take over. The big dogs are here. It's time for you to go curl up in your kennel. Night-night. Because nobody wants to hear your lies anymore. We're over it. We want America to actually succeed. Why is that bad? Why don't you want America to succeed? Why don't you want to succeed? Do you hate yourself that much? Are you that insecure? Are you that bad of a person? Are you a bad guy? Are you a criminal? So you don't want Trump in office because you're a criminal and you know that he'll find you and throw your ass in jail? Are you scared? Are you scared because you know you're a crap human being and you're probably going to be held accountable? Listen up, other countries that wanted to attack us. Trump is in office now, and you all know what that means. You know what that means. Step away. Take several steps back. Keep backing up. Back up all the way over to your own country, in your own seat, sit in it, and then shut your mouth. We're not taking any of this bullshit from these fucking ridiculous countries anymore. Even the big dog countries, Russia and China, know not to be fucking around with Trump. It's okay to get along with Putin. It's okay to get along with your enemies. That's how you should do it so that there aren't wars. You should have good communication with leaders of other countries, regardless if you believe in what they do or not, regardless if you support how they treat the citizens of their country. You still need to have a good rapport with them so that there isn't war. Communication is always good. But I can't. Clapper has become TikTok. YouTube, as we all know, censor. Still censoring, hasn't changed. And all these fucking governors of certain states think that they can just not listen to Trump and have no consequences because they're used to Biden. They're used to 4 years of not being held accountable for anything, being able to say and do whatever they want, whenever they want. And now all of a sudden they're acting like Trump's a bad guy because he's holding people accountable for breaking the law. How about, here's a crazy idea. Don't break the law. And then you have nothing to worry about. Unless you're Trump, of course, because Trump didn't break the law at all. And look what happened to him. Anyway, Democrats, crazy left, go grab yourself a bunch of tissues, watch yourself a good rom-com, cuddle up on your couch, and get your cries out, get your tears out, and then the next morning, put on your nicest clothes and go out and get a job. Welcome to the real world. Get a job. Pay some taxes. It's insane. I'm so happy that there's going to be an end to the mooching, an end to sitting around eating Doritos and watching soap operas when you're not disabled, and then collecting money from taxpayers that are working their butts off no matter how tired they are. I'm over it. I'm sick and tired of working no matter how stressed I am, no matter how tired I am, no matter what I have going on. I have to work my butt off. I just got a raise, and all of it, quite literally, every penny just went to taxes. I get $342 taken out of each check. Each check. Do you know how much I get back from taxes? About $400. So I get $342 taken out of each check, and I get paid twice a month. And I only get $400 back, if I'm lucky, from taxes. $400. Meanwhile, illegal immigrants get all of my money. Meanwhile, those sitting at home getting fatter and sadder and angrier and more bitter by the moment over what I don't know. What are you doing? What are you so fucking angry about? You're at home doing nothing, getting everything paid for while everybody else is having to get off their butts and work when they're exhausted, when they have a lot going on and the last thing they want to do is get out of bed because they hurt and they're tired. And what do you want? You want us to work more. You're slave owners. You are slave owners. Democrats have always been slave owners. They love themselves some slaves. They love talking like a slave. They love acting like they themselves were slaves. And they like treating people like slaves. And they love children to be slaves. They're all for sweatshops. They're all for sex trafficking. They're 100% pro sex trafficking and children working in sweatshops to make those electric cars. They're all about child slavery. They're all about slaves in general. They want us all to work and toil and work until we're like 80 and then not have any Social Security, not have any retirement, so that they can lay around and eat pizza and stuff themselves with horribly fat foods that everybody else buys for them. If you're obese, stop eating all the food. If you're a welfare recipient and you think that you can afford alcohol and cigarettes, then you can afford to buy some food, because alcohol and cigarettes are really expensive. And again, I'm not against people getting help at all. Not at all against people getting help. I am against people not working while they're getting help, unless they're on disability, unless they're a stay-at-home parent that another parent has to work so that they can keep their kids home and not have to pay daycare, because daycare is so expensive that there's no point on another parent working, because all of their income ends up going to pay daycare. I'm talking about those that are staying at home with no excuse for no reason. I'm over it. I don't want to pay for your shit. How anybody left on this earth is still a Biden Harris supporter is beyond me. But hey, you do you, Scotty P. You do you. Anyway, it's just frustrating me to no end that here it is, January 21st, and the Dems are up to their old crap, just starting crap, starting rumors, starting lies, spreading misinformation. Same thing, going on 9 years now. 9. Going on 9 years, people. 9 years. Not 9 hours, not 9 days, not 9 weeks, not 9 months. 9 years. And they're still going. They're like the Energizer Bunny. They just keep on going. Anyway, thank you so much for listening. I really appreciate it. It means the world to me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Tell everybody, tell a friend, tell a neighbor, tell a spouse, tell everybody. Thank you so much. Until next time.